You might think that this poem, I won't use the stage because I like people, I like to be near them, I like to be able to touch them and know that they're real and not my imagination. Because I read to you about this group in my bathroom and stuff like that. They're not real, of course. So this poem is ostensibly about shoelaces, times tables, the Swans in Prague, but it's really a thinly disguised love poem for my dad. Now that I can't bring my dad anywhere, I bring them everywhere. So this is called 7 times 7 is... it's gone. When I was 4, I fretted over things I couldn't do, like tie my tie, tie my shoe. Laces were beyond me, as were such things as 7 times 7 is... Oh, it's gone again. My dad would get it right every time. I'd, forget. Or he would tie my laces so they couldn't come undone. Or do me a splendid Windsor knot. For the life of me, I simply could not. And when I grew up to be 5, would I know by 10? Surely by 10, Peter. We was never sure about being sure. Ties, laces, times, tables, defeating me. My father, all love and hugs and smiles. Now them I could do. And my father could pin a river down, a blue line flowing in an atlas, watching it wriggle under his tongue. Vltava, he'd commanded, and I would pause to listen to his name. He told me the river lived in Prague, and that was somewhere I forget. And here I am at almost 64, gazing at the Vltava in person. Know it for what it is, and all its swans, all its swans. I even know where Prague is now. I stand in its December. My Father, who art in heaven, I pray to you as I would do when I was 2, you better than any God I could ever imagine. So here I be in Prague, watching the waters of the Vltava, repeating a Czech tongue twister, laughing at its absence of vowels. Prid krit skris drin, sapriv schlit hst zern. What a howl! Still have trouble with these damned laces. My wife laughs as they come undone and come undone. Damn them, damn them. Can only make a bad stab at a Windsor knot. Get by not wearing a tie. Hugs and loves and smiles, I know them by heart. I hug you in my mind's eye. Know now that 7 times 7 is and always will be. What does the Czech mean? Oh, don't ask me what the Czech means.
Lots of consonants.
Prid, I wish you hadn't asked me that right. Prid krit skris drin, sapriv schlit hst zern. I can't vouch for the pronunciation, it's out of a book. It means a mole farted through grass, having swallowed a handful of grain. Now you know, now you know. This is called Not Wisely But Well. Is anybody as old as me and remembers the Merry Widow? The Merry Widow waltz? No, but I'm an old person, Jack. It's called Not Wisely But Well. I used to look after a lady called Madeline. This came from her. She used to always say, all the time, you'd be putting her to bed or bathing her or something like that, and she'd always say, I'll be in my grave soon. And we'd say, no, Madeline, no. Like when I was 10. And we'd go, but I won't get out again. And she'd say this and say this. It's like a mantra. You could nearly go, oh, Mark, let's put on those shoes. Huh? I'll be in my grave. And I go, what is this? And nobody knew the explanation for it. And I was taking off her boots one night, and I inadvertently started humming Velia from The Merry Widow. And she said, that's my favourite song. And she came alive and she said, when I was a little girl. And then she explained to me about the grave. Not wisely, but well. I was 10 then, had been in the grave for only an hour, but it seemed forever. Hadn't expected an empty grave. Hadn't expected to fall in. I was just a little slip of a girl, not looking where I was going. My head all scales and arpeggios. I was scared because I was late for my singing lesson. What would Madame say? A grave, you say? You fell into a grave? The sky gazed down at me, so blue against this box of earth. A crow perched on the lip, wondering how I had got into this. Help! I wailed, and again, help! All to no avail. I grew a little pale. I'm not dead, really? Really, I'm not? The world refused to listen. Only the rain talked to me in big, fat, dollopy drops. I sang Velia from the Merry Widow as if my heart would break. Velia, oh Velia, your love is a flame to keep warm, to keep the fear away. Soft as a kiss, hear me whisper your name. The grave sang. The grave digger approached in trepidation, crossing himself with each step, calling on God to give him strength. Not sure if I was an angel or a devil, he sang back to test me. Velia, oh Velia, my heart calls to you. Very shaky, I must say, and slightly off key. And I tugged up from 6 feet below. Where is the love song we knew? I sang with all my might, as if my life depended on it. He got me out, falling in himself. I climbed onto his shoulders and scrambled back into the world. My white frock quite filthy. Oh, what would Mama and Madame say? It was my first public performance. After that, I could sing anywhere. Thank you. She took a shortcut across the graveyard and went, oh! And it was a disinterred Victorian priest from 100 years ago. And his time was up. So they dug him up and just put him to the side. And there was skull, crossbones, everything like that. And she said his shoes were as good as and shiny, you could have worn them. And yet all the rest of the priest had gone. So you think, oh. Where do we go for there now? Let's see. Same lady. This is called doing the night rounds. At night, she would talk to the refrigerator. She liked the sound of its hum, agreeing with everything she said. I'm 70 years of age, but I'm really only 7. She'd tell it in the strictest confidence. The light shone upon her face as if it were given its blessing, the gift of light at night. She said the refrigerator made her feel holy. The refrigerator has got to go to sleep now, I'd whisper to her, and she would nod once, cry a single tear. She'd tell the refrigerator in its own language. She would tell me that she had stolen yesterday's sunlight and had stashed it under the bed. That's okay, I'd say. I'll iron it and put it out for the morning just in time for the new day to find us. I won't tell no one, she'd beg. I won't tell a single soul, I promise her. Sorry, it's nothing. I would take her hand and she would cling on for dear life. Try not to step on a black tile. They suck you down into the nothing. She said the refrigerator had told her and the transistor had confirmed. Each night we would evade the black tiles. I'd mop her forehead, tuck her into bed, watch her fall to sleep as if from a great height, limbs all splayed. My strings are cut. I'd attempt to leave, but she'd invariably wake up. Will there be porridge in the morning, she'd plead. There'll be porridge in the morning. And as my last footfall leaves, she's drowned in sleep. This is called, and if you hear me speak, it's from Dónall Dempsey. And if you hear me speak of the greenest goose gogs, then it is obviously the summer of '63, with the sunlight of that year trapped within them. And if you hear me speak of goose gogs in a certain year, then I most certainly will be talking of my blind granny, who used her crooked hands to sculpt my face into being. And I am here because her blind hands saw me so completely. I was made anew each year, as if I'd never been before, but am now. And if you hear me speak of goose gogs, the year of '63, and my blind Cork granny, then you will know that I speak of the gentlest love I have ever known. Now I will speak no more, for I have said everything that can be said, and that goes beyond all saying. And finally, I better read to the back. I promised I'd read to the back, didn't I? This is called The Best Fun I Ever Had. He goes down on one knee. Oh, John, she almost cries. Sorry, love. My shoelace came undone. Oh, your father was such a joker. He kissed me on my knee and said, marry me, Mary. And so I did, and so you came to be. Your dad was the best fun I ever had. And finally, a tiny little haiku that has no name. It is titleless. And it goes like this. What? What? Said the dog. Meow, meow, said the cat. Oh, fuck off, said the parrot. Thank you.